Welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Cavalry FC versus Orlando City SC in the first leg of round one of the CONCACAF Champions Cup 2024. Cavalry FC contra Orlando City SC en la Copa Campeones de la CONCACAF Primera Ronda. Partido Ida, Oscar Maja, the VAR referee. We got Cavalry Orlando. Starting 11s are as follows. We will start with Cavalry in goal. We got Marco Carducci, the back four, Shamit Shom, Dan Klomp, Kobza, Callum Montgomery. The midfield two of Charlie Trafford and Daly. The attacking midfield three of William Akio, Sergio Camargo, and Ali Mousse, and Tobias Warshewski, the striker. For Orlando City in goal, we have Pedro Gallese, Smith, Kyle Smith. There we go. Rodrigo Schlegel, Robin Jansen, Martin Ojeda. The midfield two of Wilder Cartagena, Cesar Araujo. Attacking three, midfield, Dagerdan Thorhalson, Facundo Torres, Ivan Angulo, and Duncan McGuire. On the bench, Ladero is. They don't have anybody else but them on the bench. They're not Muriel. Muriel's not on the bench yet. With that being said, we have a kickoff here. About to kick off at Starlight Stadium. Cavalry, Orlando kicks off, and we're off. Orlando wearing their away kits, and they're going to kick off again. And there's the full-time whistle in Miami. They had 4 minutes of stoppage time. It ends up being 2-0, and we're off in Orlando, or off for Orlando Cavalry. Felix here says, let's go Cavs. Always cheer for the Canadian clubs in continental competition. Here we are. At least for the first round, I will. I don't think Cavalry would win the whole tournament, but yeah, I'm rooting for Cavalry here. Let's see. I want to see them in the round of 16. Miami, their game's over, and they have not said anything about the score. Showed the score. Hey, Cavalry's got some nice green on their shirts. That's nice. Trim. Corner here for Cavalry early on. First minute at Starlight Stadium. They're playing at Langford, British Columbia. Cross in. Ali Mousse crosses it in. Nothing there. That'll be a goal kick for Gallese. And let's see the score line for the Miami game. It is 2-0. Full-time 2-0 for Miami. They just finished stoppage time. Miami wins their opening day game. Good for them. Boom. All right. Cavalry Orlando. What channel's the game on? FS2. So it's on the Fox Sports app, Fox Sports 2, all that. So I'm about to throw it on here on the TV. Didn't know how much it would be. One Soccer in Canada, of course, as well. Yes. 0-0, settle. There it is. One on Tubi, one on, I should say, FS2 is weird. And there we go. It's up. Perfect. So now we got it on the TV. Great. Only had it on freaking Preview Pass for computer for like a minute. There we go. So let me get stats for this Miami game, and we'll be on our way. That was on Tubi for some reason, because New England was. You would think both games would be on Tubi. No, they put one on FS2 and one on Tubi. I don't understand why, to be honest. It makes no sense to me. You would think both games would be on Tubi. I agree. I find it kind of stupid, but, you know, what can you do? So, yeah, 1-0 New England. Had that on my paper. New England was on Tubi, yeah. So it was easier for me to watch on the computer without the freaking incognito window. Playing forward is Cavalry, because I don't have to do that with Tubi. The Fox Sports website, I do. If I'm watching on my TV, that's fine, though. Ooh. Nice. All right. So let's get these stats while I'm waiting. Playing forward is Orlando. Nice. Cleared. I think Cavalry will do in the CPL this year. Second. Regular season second. Forge still beats them in the playoffs. Because they always do. It's not hate. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. Passes. Throw in for Dagerdan Thorhalson. Playing forward or playing back. So Orlando trying to set up to play forward. Passes 548. Hmm, 439. PA 284. Hey, equal 84% pass accuracy on both sides. Fouls. 12 fouls to 8. Offside, yellow, reds, corners. Corners. There we go. All right, so full attention on Cavalry in the 5th minute. There we go. Stats are down. 51% possession to 49. Cavalry started with a possession. Orlando's gotten some back. Thought one soccer went under. Not exactly. It's still there. And it looks like Media Pro made a deal. It looks like Media Pro and One Soccer made a deal to keep the CPL and everything on there for now, at least this season. So there'll be more drama in the offseason, of course. But right now, it's too close to call. They know they're probably not going to get a good buyer, Media Pro, to get the CPL rights. So, or whoever is holding the CPL rights. So they're just going to keep it on One Soccer for the time being. So there you go. And Media Pro, of course, produces a lot of CONCACAF matches. So there you go. In contrast with how Bobby Smirniotis was talking about playing in CONCACAF, I like how Tommy Wheeldon talked about this tie. Except they're the underdog, but they want to upset, they'll fight with all they got. Yeah, I agree with Tommy. That's the way you should be. See, I like Tommy Wheeldon Jr. I don't see, for Cavalry fans, I don't see a rivalry between Forge and Cavalry. One, because Forge always beats Cavalry in the big game. Second of all, I don't take Cavalry as rivals. I respect them. I like the way they play football. I really do. And I respect Tommy Wheeldon. And Tommy is a damn good coach. He's a good pragmatic manager. He knows the situation, but he wants the best out of his players. And he doesn't accept anything but the best from his players. Of course, bad days happen. We know this. Just ask Cavalry every time they play Forge in the playoffs. Bad days happen. But Tommy always expects the best out of his players and expects 100% fight. And I respect that. That's the way it should be. That's the way I agree. I agree with him. If your players aren't fighting to the 100% of their ability, if not 115, well, I'm sorry. Your team's not going to be the team they should be. So you know what? I have all the respect in the world for Tommy Wheeldon. I like the way he has the tactics of his teams. I like the way he manages. He's a damn good manager, I have to say. Tommy Wheeldon, very sophisticated, but he's a damn good manager, and he's not afraid to get dirty if he has to. So, there you go. Akio. Cross. Blocked away. Big thing with Cavalry for me is they are what a CPL club should be when it comes to getting players to transfer up. That's the most important thing for the CPL. And I will say that is a good thing about Cavalry. Forge has basically had, give or take, the same pieces through this 5-year run. And Bobby keeps saying, like, 5 years is a really good run, and the run just keeps going, you know? Bobby's like, if the players want to stay, you know, that's fine. Or just don't get your players to move, even though they want to move. Tristan Henry. But, yeah, Forge has basically said, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Or don't make yourself fix it. Which I'm fine with that because Forge is my team. But, you know, I got to respect how Cavalry does it. They change their cast mostly every year. There have been big changes in their cast every year. And they still win. They still find ways to win. So, I mean, yeah, that's the way it should be. Like, for the first 3 years, I had Jose Escalante. He's not been there for the past 2. And they've still played just as tough as they were. But they needed that shred of toughness and shithousery to learn. But I think, and the players that do come in for Cavalry teach the team something new. I don't think it's a like-for-like replacement. It never is. Like this, the team always likes changing. It likes change. Tommy Wheeldon likes to learn from the change and have his players learn from the change. Like, I don't see anybody to the same level of Jose Escalante on that Cavalry team. Like, they don't shithouse like that. They're still tough, but they don't shithouse and flop like he does or try to get every yard, you know? They're tough, but they don't dark arts, you know? There's a difference. There's a difference. But again, there's no like-for-like replacement to Jose Escalante. That's just exactly what it is for Cavalry. They never find a like-for-like replacement to a player. They find a new player that'll play well in that spot, but teaches something new or adds a new difference to their club. So you know what? I like the way Tommy Wheeldon does it. I'm not going to lie. If Cavalry was my team, I'd be proud of it. Do I wish they'd keep some things the same besides Carducci? Yeah, for sure. For sure. But Forge does it where they just want to win. And they'll piss off their players to do it. Again, Tristan Henry. But if that's my team, I'd rather my team be the winning team than be the team who is doing what the CPL was supposed to do. But that's just me. But again, I respect Cavalry for actually doing what the CPL was meant to do and still winning. I don't know. I will admit, I don't know if Forge could win like they do in a new era. Like, I think they want to make a point. So once time goes on and it gets a bit cold, they're like, hey, we won 4 out of 5. We won 5 out of 6. Give us time. We know what we're doing, when they really probably don't. I'm not sure about Forge. You know, once they make the change, once they clear out their era, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe Bobby isn't that guy. I mean, you know, I'll admit that. And maybe he knows it, which is why he did what he did with Tristan Henry. I'm starting to realize maybe Bobby isn't the guy. Maybe he needs that certain group of players or a better group of players. I don't know. How we doing, LFC? How we doing? Big ups to you. Big ups. How we doing? But yeah, the Cavalry's doing well so far. I like the way they're playing. I said they'd win this game 1-0 down in Canada or up in Canada. It looks like they will. But, so yes, if you've been here for the past 5 minutes, I've, as a Forge fan, given a lot of respect to Cavalry and the way they do things. Because I can. I mean, if they're not a rival to me. To some people they are. To me, they're not. Side netting. Be a goal kick for Cavalry. I can. Again, because Forge wins every time. Timbers Kid fan said we're going to play Miami in 2025. Is he saying MLS Cup in 2025 or they're playing in the regular season? 12th minute, 0-0, 0-0. 0-0. If you want French, but that's not Alberta. It was just a question. Oh. Hey, man, if you want to answer a question, you want a question answered, get it answered. What happened to Pareja? Oh, we got, touchline ban. Got it. Yep. Touchline ban. Oh, yeah. Didn't that happen in League's Cup? Here's a chance. Orlando shot. Good block. Good block by Cavalry. Lovely. Cavalry spring down on the break. Ali Mousse. Ali Mousse going. Ali Mousse. Still. Ali Mousse. Still. Behind. But over the top. That's going to be offside. Saved by Gaesi. Damn, I thought Cavalry had a chance there. I was like, oh, here it is. I was like, oh, here it is. No, it wasn't. But there we go. My main beef with Forge is, like you said, they do well by themselves, but less by the CPL and Canadian soccer. If it wasn't for the CSB deal, I'd be okay with that, but there's a CSB deal. Them getting Rubens Pashis and Rezart Rama up improve my take on Forge. That's fair. That's fair. I hope Pashis, I know he won't be the starter. I know he won't be the starter in Nashville, but I think he will be a very good backup. I think he will play a good bit of games. Saved by Gaese. Rezart Rama, he made a good move as well. Personally, I'd like Tristan Borges in Toronto. He did play in the academy. I would love to see Tristan Borges in Toronto. Or Malik Olabi Belawu. I think he's a wonderful player. I think he could make a move. There's a lot of players on Forge that can make a move if they really wanted to. Maybe they're just happy to be there. I don't know. I think, again, the Tristan Henry thing does change the fact that, they don't. But does the winner have a chance versus Tigres? I don't think so. Orlando, depends on how close this tie is. Cavalry, I think they'll give it their best shot, but they're not going to win in the end. It'll be like Forge. Cavalry will give a good account of themselves if they play Tigres, if they were to go through, but they're not going to win. But I think Cavalry would give a good account of themselves. Honestly, they may be closer than Forge was against Chivas with the way Cavalry plays. Especially at Spruce Meadows. That'll be something, trust me. Spruce Meadows will be interesting. But Tigres will probably win that tie either way. If Orlando blows out Cavalry, which I don't think is going to happen, even at home, on aggregate, it's still probably going to be a 2-goal win at something like that. But they're not going to blow them out, so I don't think Orlando, unless they get Luis Muriel and they're playing them both at the same time, Maguire and Muriel, then you might have my attention, but no. Cavalry is closer because historically Cavalry's been the best CPL club when playing against bigger clubs. Because, again, I kind of feel, well, I'd say the CONCACAF League runs are bigger clubs, but okay. But my point, the MLS clubs, of course, all that. Cavalry, they've had less of a lunchroom list of playing bigger teams. Forge, of course, has all those CanChamp matches, and they've honestly not done well in those except the one in 2021 against Montreal. They have the CONCACAF League, which you could say, oh, well, some of them they're not, but some of them are. Of course, you have the 2 Champions League ties, which they still got. It was 2 Liga MX teams. I mean, they did get bounced, but they still scored a couple of goals. So, yeah, but of course, Cavalry only has the CanChamp games, and they do have that win against Vancouver. That they were the first CPL team to beat an MLS team, Canadian. But in general. So, of course, yeah, you have that. But for me, I think it's also the fact that they want to move up. They want to move up, either to MLS, to Europe, to a lower level in Europe, or anything like that. Cavalry is built to move up, is my point. And I think Tommy sort of uses that as a motivational tool against teams like this. Now, they've never played a Mexican team. They've never played a Honduran team. They've never, at least in regular competition. But I'd say Vancouver then and Orlando now are very similar level, but still. But yeah, when Cavalry plays bigger teams, I think Tommy uses that as a, hey, you want to move up, you got to play well here. Because that's what we want, is for you to move up. So I think it's also the mentality. I think for Bobby and Forge, it's we want to make a name for ourselves, not to move up, but for our club, to build our club, not to move ourselves up, which I think falls a little bit more deaf, than Tommy saying, hey, I want you to build a name for yourself so you can move up and do better things. I think it's a different situation. I think if you're saying to them, hey, I want you to build your name up while building the name up of our club so I could keep getting players in once you move up, that's different than Bobby saying, I want you to build my name and build this club's name by winning these games. I think there's a difference in tone there, which is why I think Cavalry's been more, I'd say, consistent against bigger teams. But again, they've played less games against them, but consistent. I think they give a good account of themselves, but they're not winning. I agree. 50 goals in 54 games for Austin Matthews. Nice goal kick here for Carducci. But again, think MLS's best chance to take out Tigres is Miami or the Crew. I'm actually grateful for Forge for the 2021 game. We'll learn not to underestimate CPL without actually losing. The pain even gave extra motivation in the final to make people forget about the fright. And then we lost 1-0. And then we, being Toronto, lost 1-0. And it was a really good goal, too. I'm not going to lie. I remember that goal. That was something. That goal was something. It was a really good goal that we lost to. But, I mean, we really had no forward play. I mean, I don't think we would have won on penalties either. We were bound to lose the longer that game went anyway. So, you know what? Fair enough. Will CPL ever reach the levels of MLS and Liga MX? Probably not. No. I'd love to see it, but probably not. 20th minute. Third wheel of CONCACAF. I would agree with that. I think CPL will be the third wheel of CONCACAF. Sometimes second, but MLS has got the head start, though. That's the problem. And I still don't. Even though Liga MX keeps falling, I don't think CPL. If CPL gets over Liga MX, I'll probably be like 75 when that happens. I think it's going to take a while, but if CPL could be a competitive 2.5 wheel, you know, I'm proud of that. You know, I'm good with that, especially if it's mostly Forge. I'm sort of kidding, not really. Sort of kidding, not really. Mo Farsi renewed his contract till 2027 today. One of the players to progress through the second team and win MLS Next Pro Cup and MLS Cup. Orlando Gold, damn it. Playing forward. Cross in. Tapped in. And it's a goal for Duncan Maguire. Mr. Spurned by England comes home to score a goal. Orlando still runs on Duncan. It's 1-0. Duncan Maguire with that tap in. He picked up where he left off. They say Langford, British Columbia's Big Mac land. Well, here you go. First goal of the season for Duncan Maguire. Yep, Farsi was one of the players Toronto let slip through their fingers, and it was also Jason Russell-Rowe. They both did. And I think Mo Farsi also played for Cavalry as well. But I think Mo Farsi was in Toronto's academy. He did slip through our fingers. But Jason Russell-Rowe did too. But I think Mo Farsi also played for Cavalry. I think. 21st minute, Duncan Maguire, they're going to check the goal. Fair. Yeah, that's pretty true, I think. 1-0 America is losing. How you feeling, Sebi's Primo? Ha, ha, ha. 22nd minute. Goal for Duncan Maguire. 1-0. 0-1 Orlando. Goal for Mazatlan. Love it. Love it. Lol. 22nd minute. Mazatlan shakes hands with Orlando. 22nd minute, 1-0 Orlando. Duncan Maguire with the first goal of their season. I'm not shocked. Luis Maria. Oh, my. The Minnesota failure. Scored for Mazatlan over America. Russell-Rowe has the potential to be top player. He's not even in the prime of his career yet. Farsi showed last year why he's a top prospect. Fits so perfectly in the Wolff Nancy system. Exactly. He does fit perfectly in that system. He's amazing. Mo Farsi is amazing. Like, he's good. He's just damn good. Like, he's just a natural. But I've always known he could move up. So, you know. There you go. Mm. 24th minute. Surprised he wanted to stay in Columbus amid big offers from the UAE. I'd rather play in Columbus. Personally, if I'm perfect for the system, I'd rather play in Columbus, even if I'm getting paid less money. The UAE league is horrible. Maybe it's not a good thing Pozuelo hasn't taken it over. So there you go. Probably a good point. I'd be surprised if we hold on to Aiden Morris all year. I would agree with that, yeah. I agree with that. 25th minute. America did beat Mazatlan 6-0 back in the 2023 Clausura under Tano Ortiz. Yep. Good clearance. Ooh, corner for Orlando. Corner or throw in for Orlando. Plays forward. Jansen. Have you heard America is in the Mexican stock market? Yeah, I've heard about that. Can't wait for the Cucho jersey to get here. Nice. Thoughts on U.S. Women's National Team winning the Women's Gold Cup? They just won a game. But, yeah, I could see them winning the tournament. I'd say they're the team with the best chance in CONCACAF to win the tournament. I could see a CONMEBOL team beating them, probably Brazil or Colombia. But, there you go. 26 minute. But, yeah, I think it's very possible the U.S. Women's National Team win the Women's Gold Cup. Because I'm guaranteeing you that, past the post, I'm guaranteeing you that Emma Hayes had something to do with the call-up. It's basically what she would want the team to be once she gets in. And the only reason Alex Morgan is there is because of the injury to Mia Fischel. But Olivia Moultrie looks like a really good player. Looks like a really good player. So, you know what? I trust Emma Hayes changing up the team, I think. No, it's still Twyla Kilgore, but I said I guarantee you Emma Hayes made most of the call-ups because it's basically the squad she would want to see once she actually takes over. That's my point. There's a reason why the call-ups were so young. Damn, John Morelli's retired. Predictions for CPL. First is Atletico, Forge, or Cavalry, Forge, Halifax, Vancouver, York, Pacific Valor. Cavalry beat Ottawa in the final. I'm going to go, for CPL, I'm going to go Ottawa, Forge, Cavalry, York, Vancouver, Halifax, Pacific Valor. And I'm going to say the 4-5. Yeah, the 4-5 game. I said Vancouver. Halifax. York, Vancouver. I got York winning. I got, for Cavalry versus York, I got Cavalry for the second place final, or the preliminary final. I got Forge over Ottawa. Ottawa versus Cavalry. I got Ottawa. Forge hosts again. Forge beats Ottawa. Because they win in the playoffs. It's Forge season until, Yes, CPL winner of the Cup and the Shield. So top of the league and the Cup winner. That's why Forge was in, because they won the Cup. Of course, Cavalry's in because they won the Shield. Wrong CPL team. It was Forge Chivas the last 2 weeks. But, hey, y'all win. Rightfully so. Go beat America in the Super Classico, please. And I'll wear that red and blue Braves jersey as it is, because it's the closest thing I have to Roche Blanco. So, because, yeah, Vamos Chivas. Even though Toronto got destroyed by Chivas, well, I wouldn't say destroyed, but my heart was broken. I don't hate Chivas. I respect them. Always have. Always have had respect for Chivas. Weird, because normally whenever a team breaks my heart, I hate them. But for some reason, I like Chivas. So, respect Chivas. So, maybe that was growth. I don't know. Camargo. But even if I did, I'd still like Chivas more than America. So, even if I did hate Chivas for 2018. So, there you go. I'd still like them more than America, but there you go. 30th minute. Chivas is the most loved team in Mexico. Good luck against Pumas because you need it on Saturday. I think Chivas would win that game. They'll bounce back. '30th minute. You think Alphonso Davies is going to Real Madrid? Yes. Yes. He's going to Madrid. '30th minute. Yeah, Cruz Azul are playing well, but I still think Gago as Chivas playing well. They just had a bad day. But that's just my opinion. Start Cade Cowell. Start Cade Cowell, please. He needs to start. If he doesn't start, I have a question. I have questions. Mbappe's going to Madrid. Yep, that's been confirmed. I don't think Marca would confirm it if it wasn't happening. So that's pretty close you can get besides the club confirming it or the player. So, yeah, he's going. He's legit going. He's legit going. 31st minute, 1-0 Orlando. Yes, man, Cowell has to start. Leave Pavel Perez on the bench. Exactly. Exactly. Come on, Gago. That's the one thing he has to do right. Is just put Cowell starting, please. You want to truly win? Do it. Madrid's going to look scary. I need to buy Davies a Madrid kit when he gets there. I need a new Madrid jersey anyway. Past the post. Or not past the post, but that cross didn't get there. Ready to devour that America booty. Says, yeah. Phrasing, please. Phrasing, please. How's PSG not won any Champions League like Atletico Madrid? Because PSG just doesn't win. They play in a horrible league. They play in a league where they can walk over most of the time. That doesn't help them in Europe. If you play in a league that you overrun, let me tell you something. You ain't going to win. You ain't going to win. I don't think, no, they're not getting past Tigres, and I don't think Cavalry will either, yeah. They may get through this round, but they're not getting past Tigres. Yeah, I agree. If you're going to make it far, you got to get past round 16. You got to play, whether it's 2 games because you got to bye or play 4 because you're in the round 1, then get into the next round. You got to play more than, depending on the situation, you got to play more than 4 games to go deep. I didn't say I was in the majority. I'd probably say 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 probably. Especially with one soccer being where it is. Yeah, 20,000 at best. Late on the school night as well. Well, probably Americans and just foreigners around the CONCACAF region. Yeah, I probably would guess so. Anything non-Canadian, I'm sure. That makes most of the ratings of this game. Why do you think PSG treated Messi like shit and absolutely despised him? Because he didn't want to be there. Because he didn't really want to be there, and you could tell it, especially when things got bad and they didn't want him there because, he didn't treat the team with the respect they thought it deserved, even though PSG doesn't deserve respect because they're not a real club. They're a sports watching enterprise. They don't deserve respect. Messi left his boyhood club and didn't really want to face him, to be honest. And, well, he wasn't going to face him with PSG because, one, they were in the Europa 2 straight years. And second of all, PSG wasn't going to make it that deep anyway if Barcelona wasn't either. Could have just went to MLS early, but you know what? They thought he needed to stay in Europe for the World Cup, and he did. And it was the team that would pay him enough money to make him, sort of be okay with it. I think he used PSG and they used him, or they were trying to. Well, he spent most of his time at Barcelona. I mean, he's pretty much Catalan too. I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean, though. Exactly, I agree. Exactly. Bayern wins trophies, 35th minute. USL clubs will play in the 2024 Open Cup. Well, we knew that. Team Griezmann. Nah, Team Mbappe. Olympique Marseille might be bought by the Saudis. Thoughts on that? Well, I guess that means PSG won't steamroll Ligue 1 anymore. Interesting. It's going to be weird to see it's better, I guess, to see a title race, even if it's the same 2 teams every year. Instead of 1 team, it's a 2-team league. But at least you get a title race every year instead of like 1 every 5 or 6. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, that was PSG. Yep. 36th minute. Yeah, it's just like the one with the flopping rule. Hypothetical, will we be better off if we kept trying to get more clubs in the American pyramid instead of going with CPL and CSB deal? Problem is, they won't let that happen now that there is the CPL. So that hypothetical's shot anyway. Now, if you're saying we should have just put more teams in the American pyramid instead of doing the CPL, yeah, that probably would have been better. But I think somebody saw a monetary windfall, and they were like, you know what? We need a Canadian league, and we can make a lot of money by doing it and load our coffers up and screw over I wouldn't say screw over the Federation, but shot, goal, Orlando, 2-0. Goal de Orlando, 2-0. That was out of nowhere, I'm not going to lie. 2-0, 38th minute. Facundo Torres scores the goal. What a shot. Just boom. Off the hands of Carducci and in. That's the nice goal, but off the hands and in. Yeah, I think that one's on Carducci, to be completely honest. 2-0 Orlando. Exactly. Game over, tie over. Yeah, I thought so. I expected a little bit more of a better account of themselves. I think one's really on Carducci, to be completely honest. 38th minute, 2-0, 0-2. Orlando has the lead. Honestly, Cavalry might be just doing worse than Forge against Chivas. March 2nd's the Florida Derby. Will Miami show up against Orlando? Yes. If they play like they did today, they might just be fine. CPL released their 2024 season jerseys or not yet? Cavalry did before this tie. Nobody else, I think, has. Forge didn't release their new jerseys before CCL, or Champions Cup. So they chose to just keep their jerseys for the Champions Cup tie like they did the first time against Cruz Azul. Cavalry, these are new. They put out new jerseys going into this game. Everybody else, I don't think it has. 40th minute. Playing forward. Orlando's a damn good team. Murillo will take this team to a different level. I agree with that. Now it's just cherry Coke in a cup. I poured it out of a liter. So that's why it's in a cup. I had a can for the last game, but that's cherry in a cup. Poured out of a liter. 41st minute. So it is. It's just in a cup. Nothing else with it. It's just a liter poured into a cup. Never. Never. Probably should, but never. If St. Louis win their tie versus Houston, they scare me. I think we could score 1 or 2 away goals in St. Louis before we go back home and finish it off. Fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. 42nd minute, 2-0 Orlando. '42nd minute. Free kick for Orlando in the 42nd. Cross in, header. Have you tried Mexican Coca-Cola? Yes. I love those. I love those. They're awesome. Real sugar in a glass bottle. I love it. It sucks that you only can find it in like one store and a couple of Mexican restaurants. Because if it was everywhere, if it was in every place and cheaper than cans, I'd just buy the glass bottles. But no. So sometimes yes, but not all the time. Because it's only, I think, in Deerbergs around me. And there was one at like that, damn it, what's it called? Mission Taco Joint. That's a pretty cool place, though. Has an arcade inside of it. Good place. Didn't try the food because I wasn't hungry at the time because we went in the morning. But, you know, I'm sure I would have liked the food if I ate the food. I just didn't eat the food because I wasn't hungry in the morning because when I wake up, I'm not very hungry. I know breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but, you know. I think the real sugar is better. In Germany, they drink water from glass bottles. Well, I'm glad you brought that up before I ever went to Germany and got like shook because of it. Thank you. Orlando pierde desde Mexico. Saludos, saludos, saludos. 2-0 Orlando City FC contra Cavalry FC de Canadá. 44th minute. Mexican Coke is good, but Quebec Maple Coke is fantastic. Yeah, they do have some cool things, don't they? Like poutine and maple Coke, they do. I'll give them that. Wouldn't surprise me if MLS clubs get their own OF models, just like every big club in Europe now. Smart idea. Smart idea. For the chicks, I guess. For the chicks, of course. Some people are going to love the visual of a hot chick in their favorite club's gear. There's always a market for something. There's always a market for something. Not saying I'd spend money on it, but again, I mean, I think every man does. I think every man likes the side of a hot chick in their favorite club's gear. I mean, hold on. Every straight man. A lot of straight men do. Let's put it like that. I mean, look at the Croatian chick. Most people don't even root for Croatia, and look at her. That Croatian chick. See, it doesn't even have to be your own club. Would I spend money on it? No. But who am I kidding? 2 minutes stoppage time. Point. Point. Mm-hmm. That's why Hardee's had those commercials with the naked chicks washing cars, eating the burgers. You remember those? Yeah, when those commercials were out. I was real young when those commercials were out. Probably wasn't a good thing for my very young eyes to see at that point, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, it's all these, as far as I know, all these OF girls that wear like Chelsea jerseys and all that, they're doing it on their own dime because people would like to see them wearing their shirt, you know? I don't think it's the clubs doing this, unless I'm wrong. Maybe the clubs are behind this. I didn't watch the Visa video, but you know, whatever. Maybe the clubs are truly behind this. I don't know. More like a tweener, but okay. Halftime, 2-0. Wasn't that the old hotline commercials? Hardee's. 2-0. Halftime, 2-0. Orlando, medio tiempo, 0-1. That's why Hooters is big, even though their food's not all that. Oh, yeah, the food sucks. Like, I'm not a fan of Hooters food, but, you know, someone's like, hey, you want to go? I'd be like, sure, why not? I'm like, sure, why not? I'm like, sure, why not? I'll eat I'll eat some fried pickles. Their fried pickles are amazing. Okay, I won't lie. Hooters' fried pickles are amazing, okay? That's also true. Everything else sucks. Everything else is mid or sucks, but their fried pickles, they do those right. So actually, there is a reason. Besides, you know, somebody asked me, I'd be like, yeah, can we get fried pickles? I'll eat most of those things. I mean, the food sort of sucks without the fried pickles, but you know what? I'm not against it. Yeah, sure. As long as we get fried pickles, I'm good. All right, good. Boom. I'll eat most of them anyway. I'm good. I'm good. I remember when Hardy's and Carl's. Tweener. In-betweener. I'm not a heel. I'm not a face. I'm in between. Which pretty much just means I'm a real person. I'm a good dude who could be an asshole sometimes. That's real life. I'm an asshole. With a questionable sense of humor. But I'm a good dude. Tweener. I mean, that's pretty much just real life. There's always shades of gray. Sometimes truth hurts too. Remember when Hardy's and Carl's Jr. did those commercials, didn't know they were ever allowed on the air? Well, they were wearing bikinis. They weren't naked. They were wearing bikinis. As long as you're doing that. Yeah, the second thing is my problem. I'm too smart. I mean, I've been dumb before, but, you know, normally very smart. That's the problem. That's the problem. Take a short break at the half. 2-0 Orlando. Sit tight. Be back. We're back for the stats at the half. Cavalry wager is pretty nice. You mean they're home? Or did you look up the away? I saw the new home. I didn't see their away. We'll find out next week. Stats at the half. 34% possession to 64%, or 36% to 64%. 2 shots to 8. 1 shot on goal to 2. 124 accurate passes. 249, 73% to 84%. 5 fouls, 3. 2 corners to 3. You looked it up. There you go. 2 shots to 8. 1 shot on goal to 2. 169 passes to 296. 73% pass accuracy to 84. 8 throws, 15. 0 offside to 1. 0 yellow cards to 0, 0 red cards to 0. 2-0 Orlando, 0-2 Miro Tiempo Orlando. For me, Orlando's been the better team forward playing. Defensively, they haven't had to do much. But when they needed to, Gaese's made a save or they made a defensive play. Cavalry, they've been tough. They still allowed 2 goals, but they've been tough. They definitely could have done better. I thought for a while they were giving a good account of themselves. Here's the problem. That's changed. That's very much changed. Carducci gives away the second goal and pretty much just ends the tie there. We'll see if Orlando keeps going, but, you know, I don't really like the situation that Cavalry are in, thanks to Carducci letting that goal in off his hand. Other than that, I mean, Cavalry's defense has been okay. I think they've been pretty tough. I wouldn't say tactically they've been great, but they've played tough, and that toughness is half the battle, G.I. Joe. There you go. So that's why I think Orlando deservedly winning. Cavalry hasn't played too badly, but, you know, there you go. Ha, ha, ha. Arkansas State defeats Ole Miss in Oxford 4-2 in a baseball game. Ha, ha, ha. Ha. Oh, no. Well, I scratched that. Mississippi State blew a 5-run lead to Austin P at home. Damn it. Shit. Yep, State's baseball team sucks again this year. Shit. Yeah, we really paid for that national title, didn't we? I said I never wanted another baseball national title. Turns out, yeah, that monkey's paw curled. Shit. Yeah, State sold their soul for a national title, baseball. Thank God I just said no more baseball national titles. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't really know on the other sports because we're just Mississippi State, but, you know, damn it. Ah, oh, damn it. Man, Mississippi State's baseball team's pissing me off, man. National title to 3 straight years of being shit. What are we doing, man? Man, I didn't want to know that. I thought State won. I thought State won. Shit. I was expecting better from Cavalry. Me too. Wow. Well, thank God Mississippi or Ole Miss lost to freaking Arkansas State. Shit. Damn. Well, at least they're going to suck too. There we go. If State could suck, I don't want to see another Ole Miss title. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Yeah, I'd rather Ole Miss suck if State's going to suck. Please. Just no. No, no, no. See, that was the worst thing about the first year after the title was we sucked, and then Ole Miss went and won a title in 22. Yeah, that made me puke. At least last year it was LSU. I have no problem with LSU. So last year it was LSU. I was kind of wishing Southern would get like the Mississippi trifecta, though. They didn't. They lost in the Supers. No, did they go to Omaha? I think they actually did go to Omaha. My bad. Either way, they didn't get that trifecta, though. I was really rooting for Southern, though, once Omaha came around. I wanted that trifecta. I'm like, hey, if Ole Miss and State are going to win, might as well let Hattiesburg get one. Nope. Nope. Cruz Azul and Pumas are playing the most exciting football in Liga MX. Well, Chivas. Well, Chivas will be soon, but yeah, I'd agree with that. Doesn't mean, they're good, but it doesn't mean they're winning. Doesn't mean they're winning. Let's see, Jason Hernandez speaks. Two more moves in the works. Second half about to start soon. Nice. Waiting for the second half to start. But yeah, I was very underwhelmed by Cavalry today. Orlando's played well, as you would expect. As you would expect. Second half about to start. Second half starts. We're off. 2-0 Orlando. Let's see if Cavalry could at least get a goal just to be like Forge. Well, there you go. 46th minute. Throw in for Orlando. I do like those away kits. They look nice on TV. That'll be a goal kick for Orlando. Just give up the goal kick. Okay, that's something. That's stupid. 47th minute. playing forward. Also, the mess regarding CanChamp scheduling. It's not as bad as the Open Cup, I can tell you that much. The fact we don't have a schedule for the CanChamp yet is wild because last year, of course, we had it in January with the draw. I know there's new divisions in there, of course, which makes things different. There's more teams, but should it be fixed? Yes. Do I think the MLS teams play CanChamp? Yes. Do I think it's as in danger as the Open Cup is? No. Problem is see another thing the Canadian Soccer Association bungles, because of course they do. I don't like it. I mean, if you already had the schedule in January of last year, I don't think 3 other teams is going to change anything. Like you have what? 14 teams playing the first round and a team with a bye, then you have a quarterfinal. I mean, it ain't that hard. I figured that part out pretty easily because I think there's 15 teams. 15. So you have a team with a bye, 14 play in the first round, and almost everybody plays except one, the champion, Vancouver. Then they have a bye. Simple. There you go. And all one-off ties. There you go. And then go from there. So most teams have to win 4 games to win the trophy. If not, Vancouver just have to win 3. 48th minute. But again, I don't know why it's interesting. Cross in for Cavalry. Cleared away off the header on Girault. It's really crazy. So you're telling me it's possible, now that we've had this mess with the CanChamp scheduling, it's possible that this tournament doesn't end before Leagues Cup. It's possible we have to play the CanChamp final in September. Well, after playing the first 3 rounds in the first part of the year. Which is going to be like a big break because of, or maybe 2-2, because of this. So, I'm sure they really will want to play CanChamp games in June because their players are either going to be at Copa America or maybe even other tournaments. So, it's possible we play 2 rounds before Copa, 2 rounds after. There's like a 2-month break in between. So, that's an interesting situation that I think Canada could have easily easily not had happen, avoided, but who am I kidding? It's the Canadian Soccer Association. They don't avoid shit. They always find themselves in a situation. They don't avoid shit. They always are reactive, not proactive. That's what they do. That's what they do. That's what the Canadian Soccer Association does. They are reactive, not proactive. They always do shit like this. It's absolutely disappointing. It's absolutely disappointing. Equalizer 1-1 America scored. Damn it. Corner for Orlando. Cross in cleared. .52 minute. Henry Martin scored the equalizer. Do you think Lodero's going to play? I think they'll put him on there for about 25, 30 minutes. Yes, I think with a 2-0 lead, might as well. If he's healthy enough to play about 30 minutes, you might as well let him play 10, 15, 30 minutes either way. I think he plays, yes. I think he does. Henry Martin El Tronco. Hey, if he scores, he scores. Good for him. Nice goal from Henry. Cross in, Orlando. Good clearance by Cavalry. So there's the Cavalry, I know. There they are. .53rd minute, back. There'll be a goal kick for Cavalry. Carducci. Playing forward. Mavinga released by Galaxy. TFC bring him home. Here's the thing. I like Chris. He's still a fan of the team. I don't think he chooses to go to Montreal. But here's the thing about Chris. I mean, he's starting to lose his speed. One of the big things that made him so good. He's still a good defender. But, I mean, Mabica basically took up the Chris Mavinga role, but way taller. And used his body. I mean, I like Mabica. He's younger, taller. Pretty much has the same role on the team. We're already trying to bring in a Brazilian center back. We brought in Long. O'Neal seems like he's going to be a. I think he's going. The starters, Herdman's starters, is going to be O'Neal and Long, from what Herdman had to say this morning. I think he likes O'Neal. I think O'Neal's going to be a starter. Rosted, thank God he's not a starter. If they shipped Rosted out and brought in Mavinga, I'm fine with it. There we go. But again, there's also Lazar Stefanovic, who he was really good in that one game he played. Started against St. Louis. So Mazatlan scored 2-1. Let's go. So again, is there room? I mean, yeah, if we throw Rosted off the freaking boat, great. Yeah, I would gladly bring back Chris. Gladly. Does he get much playing time? I don't know. But Sigurd Rosted's trash. So, if we got back Mavinga and basically threw Rosted off the boat, overboard, yeah, I'm fine with it. Do you play So Rare? No, I don't mess with NFTs. So, no. I play FIFA Mobile. I don't play So Rare, though. Luis Maria Lamau again. 56 minutes. So, I mean, yeah, I guess there's still room for Chris. But is he going to get the playing time he wants? Or would he just be happy to be with a club to be like Victor Vasquez but not injured? I don't know. Do I think he deserves a better farewell than what he got with the club? Yeah, for sure. If he comes back for that, great. It just depends on how much they would want to play Rosted. But, of course, Mabica, the Brazilian, center back, Long, O'Neal, maybe at this point. It would be Stefanovic. As long as Rosted doesn't play, yeah, I guess I would. But that's just me. I mean, yeah, Mavinga coming back to Toronto would give me the warm fuzzies. It'd give him a better goodbye than what he had, which wasn't good enough. It's about the playing time, which I'm sure he still wants. It's not like he's at the end of his rope. He still wants some playing time. And does he fit Herdman's system? I mean, he's better than Rosted. I'm sure if Herdman wanted a similar play, you know. Vamos, Orlando. Orlando juega bueno. '58th minute. Most people in Ireland will support Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. We know. 58th minute, Meyer Bevan is coming on, and Fraser Aird is coming on as well for Cavalry. Ali Mousset off for Fraser Aird. 58th minute. Meyer Bevan for Tobias Warshevsky. Meyer Bevan on for Tobias, of course. 58th minute, free kick. Fraser Aird for Ali Mousset. Playing forward. River Plate. 59th minute. 2-0 Orlando still. Free kick here for Orlando. Saved by Carducci, and this time it sticks to his hands. What happened to his hands? 60th minute. Playing forward, cleared. America were partying too hard after winning their championship. They haven't been the same since. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. 3 almost. They should be over the hangover by now. Doesn't take 3 months to get over a hangover. Doesn't take 3 months to get over a hangover, buddy. Leon. Ladero's coming on. I know the differences. What's going on then? Losing to Mazatlan is a new low. Turns out maybe they weren't completely back like we thought. Sometimes you have bad seasons. They weren't. Maybe there is a title hangover. It's just not a hangover. It's more of a, they're just trash. They've been figured out. Ladero for Ojeda. Maybe they've just been figured out. Maybe it was early in the project. I guess the tournament, the win was early in the project. Shot saved. And they hadn't had enough time to figure out, everything. Now, of course, there's a target on their back and they've been figured out. Maybe that's pretty much what it is. Sixty-third minute. Player down. Meyer Bevan is down. Jonas is the key player. Yeah, he's still playing. He hasn't had as much of a overrunning season like he did the part before. Cabecita might get more time and not go to MLS. Nah, it looks like he's gone. It looks like he wasn't starting tonight. If you wanted to keep him, you had to make your point tonight. I think he's gone. Free kick for Cavalry. I think he's gone. He gone. 63rd minute. Header. Oh, off the top of the post. Over the top, just barely. You expect AC Milan to go through against Rennes tomorrow after the loss to Monza? Yes. Milan is better than Rennes. Man, that header just definitely damn near. Damn. Just a bit over. Just a bit outside. Just a bit outside. If he wants to get back on the Uruguayan national team, he'll need to play well here. True, but I don't think Bielsa is gonna want him. I don't see it. Throw in for Cavalry. I mean, he damn near dropped Cavani and Suarez. Well, he did drop him for a window, but they've came back. Well, what Suarez is doing at Miami, though, I don't know. Pioli out? No. Pioli, no. If you're Pioli out, you're wrong. No. '65th minute. '65th minute. '65 and '90. I don't think Mazatlan's a bad team, but that's just my opinion. Nah, but they're a plastic team. They get shit because they should still be Morelia. That's why they get shit. They haven't been great since they moved. They've had some good or better seasons. But they get shit because they moved. They get shit because they're a plastic team. And they haven't became a big team, became a grande. They were better as Mazatlan, or Morelia is my point. So, I mean, my opinion is this. I definitely am interested. I mean, I would like to see Mazatlan at least sort of break out of that shell of being the team that got St. Louis Rams. Like, of course, at least Morelia got a freaking team back. Ramiro Enrique and Rafael Santos is coming on for Orlando. See, at least Morelia got Atletico Morelia. St. Louis, well, they're in the Ascenso, so it's kind of like getting the Battlehawks, I guess. But I like expressions. He's cool. Mazatlan FC is sponsored by a music band. Like on the shirt? Or Ramiro Enrique's on for Duncan McGuire. They took off Duncan McGuire. What the? Huh? That's stupid. 67th minute. 68th minute. Interesting. But again, Mazatlan, basically, Morelia got St. Louis Rams. They pretty much did. Except the good thing Mazatlan did was completely change their logo and not be Monarcas Mazatlan. They changed everything. The Rams are still the Rams. Even if they're in LA. You could be like, but they were in LA before. Where did they win their damn Super Bowl the first time? St. Louis, right. You lost the damn rights to the Rams once St. Louis had the greatest show on turf. You didn't do shit over there. Not a damn thing. The only reason they have a Super Bowl over there is because Kroenke moved their ass. You lost the rights to everything Rams when St. Louis had the greatest show on turf. Should have never been moved back. But thanks to freaking Georgia Frontier's spineless son, they sold it to Kroenke, and here we are. All because of Georgia Frontier's spineless son selling it all to Kroenke. Tried to sell it to Shad Khan. I don't know if he would have kept it in St. Louis. Probably would have moved it to London, but I guess it's better in LA. I guess it's better in LA. Exactly. Thanks to the great Kurt Warner. Exactly. 2 subs for Cavalry here in the 69th minute. So I'll give Mazatlan respect for actually changing everything. There is a biopic out for Kurt Warner, American Underdog. Zachary Levi plays Kurt Warner in that movie. And I know who it is. I'm trying to figure it out. I know who played Dick Vermeil. I'm just trying to remember. Quaid. I think Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid also played Dick Vermeil, the coach of the Rams at the time. Head coach. So, yeah, it's already been out. That's been out for like 2 years. So it's already been out. Pretty good movie. I don't know who plays Mike Martz. I do like America's lavender kit. That's pretty nice. Horrible kit. Honestly, Juarez. Like, it just seems so tight. It seems like a painted-on shirt. Like, the numbers are so small. Like, I get what they were trying to do with it, but it's kind of like too much. You know, it's too much. City in Mexico called Ciudad Obregón, Sonora, 6 hours drive from Nogales, 7 hours south of Tucson, 8 hours north of Mazatlan. Interesting. Okay. 72nd minute. Still 2-0 Orlando. They've sort of just... Cavalry is just trying to hope this doesn't get worse, and Orlando's like, you know what, we'll oblige. Yeah, I'm sort of disappointed. I'm not going to lie. I'm disappointed. Atletico San Luis just adds all over. Yeah, they have a bad kit too, but at least they have good colors. Oh, off the crossbar! Angulo, blocked! I mean, I spoke too soon. But hey, at least Atletico has the red and white stripes. You know. So that makes it a little bit less worse. They have some nice colors. But yeah, it's ads all over. That's a bad thing, you know. No goals, 73rd minute. Still 2-0. Dos a cero. '74th minute. Ha. Hey, they deserve that one. For those about to rock! Ha! Yeah, they deserve that one. They deserve that one. Something went wrong. Interruption. Cruzul Leon game. Think there could be crowd trouble or something bad's happening or protest. I said Fantilli and Johnny Hockey are wasting their careers here because we'll never win a cup and haven't made the playoffs since 2020. That is true. Damn it. The last time they won a playoff series was against the Leafs. Ah, son of a bitch. Damn it. I knew I was going to. Damn it. 3-0. 75th minute. Angulo. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm never, yeah. Angulo. Header. Oh, that's in. And that's another for Facundo Torres with a header. Close range and pops it in. Facundo Torres. Number 2 is Brace. There it is, 75th minute. 0-3, 0-3. Facundo Torres. And it's off the hands of Carducci again. Oh, my God. Oh, too bad saves by Carducci, or non-saves, or what could have been saves that weren't. Damn it, Carducci. Man. Shit. Come on, Carducci. I know you're better than that. Legit, Carducci just sold on Cavalry twice. Seriously. And both Torres goals. He sold on them twice. Both Torres goals. He really could do nothing about the Duncan McGuire goal, but damn, man. Shit, Carducci, I expected better out of you. Come on. I didn't bet. I'm just saying. I think the 2020 bubble year was the game versus Tampa that went to 7 overtimes. Yep. And then you beat the Leafs in the round before that. Then you played Tampa, and then you went to 7 overtimes and then got beat because Tampa won the cup that year. Hey, at least they won. Orlando have coasted. Yep. Cavalry basically gave up, and I think they will give up even more. '77th minute. Speaking of the Prem, I haven't seen the table in a while. Like the full table, so might as well. Oh, because they got straight to the round of 16. Yep, I see why. Yep. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Tottenham, Man United, Brighton, Newcastle, West Ham, Chelsea. Pretty much, yeah. Oh, yeah, they do play that weekend. Yep. Did I put that on the list? I think I did. As long as they don't play on Wednesday, I should have my stuff. Another equalizer by America, 2-2. 78th minute. Henry Martin again. Cabecita got an assist on that. Oh, he came on. Well, there you go. '78th minute. Cross. Nice defensive clearance. Big deal. America's losing versus Cruz Azul next Jornada. I think so. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good bet. That's a good bet. '79th minute. 11 minutes plus stoppage time. Felipe and Lynn coming on. Felipe Martins, the resident shithouse of MLS, now with Orlando. And Lynn have come on. Jack Lynn for Ivan Angulo. Lamel. That's true. It's true. It'll never not be true. 80th minute. Lamel. Playing forward. Less than 10 minutes to go. '81st minute. Cross in. '81st minute. 9 minutes to go. Still Cavalry. Turns out Forge did better. Cross. Shot. Rebound off the side of the player. Oh, wow. Good shot. Nothing out of it. '82nd minute. Sub. Camargo is off for Henry. Mael Henry. 8 minutes to go. Still 3-0 corner. Cross in. Blocked. '83rd minute. Let's see. 83rd minute. Plays forward. Over the top. Save. Oh, Gaese. It's out for goal kick. Mm-hmm. Still waiting. Goal kick for Carducci. 84th minute. I mean, pretty much. At least in MLS. Or CONCACAF. '85th minute. '85 minutes. That's true. But Liverpool didn't win a title last year. But I get what you're saying. They made the Champions League final. The year they went for the of course, they were going for a quad and lost the Champions League final in the Premier League. Then they were in crisis last year. And this year, they're at the top of the league. Playing forward, 86th minute. City won because Arsenal bottled it. Well, again, Arsenal weren't the defending champions. Now, City normally wins, won like 3 straight Prems. '87th minute, still 3-0. '87th minute, still 3-0 for Orlando. Three minutes. Let's see if they choose to blow the whistle or will they play stoppage time. I really don't think there's a reason, but we'll see. I don't think it should be much anyway. maybe 6 minutes left with 3 minutes of stoppage time, if not. But '88th minute playing forward. Nice run. Nice shot. Save by Gaese. Good save by Pedro Gaese. Of course, Oscar Pareja's in the skybox. Got a touchline ban. We'll see. 89th minute. A minute and a half before stoppage time, if there's anything. '89th minute. Cross in. Saved. Getting to the last seconds of this game. Cavalry Orlando. Orlando's taking the win, and they're taking the 3 away goals, and they're probably going to calm this down going home to Exploria Stadium. I'm not calling it its new name because it's just weird. '90th minute. Yeah, I agree with that. 90th minute. Let's see how much stoppage time they give. 3 minutes, huh? I was right on the money one. Now, there you go. Pretty much. I was right on the money. 3 minutes. 250. Interesting. 40 seconds. A minute and 10 seconds, or 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Oh, actually, those are cool. The Pittsburgh jerseys, those are cool. That away kit's nice. Okay. What's the new sponsor stadium name? Inter & Co. Stadium? I don't like it because they put the name of their rival on the stadium. So either they lose to them and they got bannered for it, or they beat them and don't get bannered for it. But it's weird. Huh? Funnily enough, Miami changed their stadium name too. Wow. I'd rather just call it Exploria. 140. One 0 Brazil. Thought so. 1 minute to go. Playing forward. Back to Orlando. Less than a minute. Full time should be very, very soon. 40 seconds. Tampa Bay Rowdies are the real Florida team anyway. Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. I mean, it is true. 20 seconds. 3-0. Time is ticking away. Orlando looks like they're going to get those points. Or not those points, but the win. Of course, facing Thetas once this is over with. Might as well put down the score. 3 minutes, and that's full time. Full time. That is a 3-0 win for Orlando in Canada. Big, big win for Orlando, of course. 3-0 full-time win for Orlando. Maguire in the 21st, Facundo Torres in the 38th and 75th. Makes it 3-0. 0-3 esta noche. Orlando wins the game. Not too surprising. Well, I mean, they do, sort of. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put some players, share friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour to review this game. And there you go. See you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.